Welcome to the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast. I'm your host, Keisha. I've got producer James in the studio.
Hey.
We've got Liam the cat. Liam's whole name, because, I believe that animals should have full names, first, middle, last. Liam's full name is Liam New Salem Owens. And New Salem because he replaced Salem. The other black cat that we had. Because, of course, I would have to have a black. I will only do a black cat or an orange cat.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. If I could pick, okay? Now, I'll take any animal.
Oh, yeah.
We don't, race, creed, religion doesn't matter to me when it comes to an animal. But if someone just said, hey, you got to pick a color cat to have, it would most definitely, it would be black or orange.
I didn't know you had a preference.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, I know you always like black because you always say you want to save the cats that people treat differently.
Yeah, and they treat black cats very bad. I mean, during the whole month of October, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but they don't, at least down here, they don't allow people to adopt black cats during the month of October because people are so superstitious, and if they see a black cat, they think it's bad luck. This. Bitch, it's bad luck because your face is ugly.
True.
Okay, leave the cats alone. Yeah, people just freak the fuck out about black cats. They bring bad luck, misfortune, all these things. So,
They smother babies in their sleep.
I never heard that. Well, that's cats in general.
Oh,
They steal the baby's breath. Is
Right.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's black, some people down here are going to treat it differently.
I mean, just like they do to people down here. If it's black, it's whack.
White is right.
So, okay. We are on a social media, we're trying to get to triumph, okay? So on Instagram, we're trying to get to 5,000 followers, which we're really close, all right? Okay, we're about a little bit over 4,500, all right? Which we had like a big boost this coming year within the last few months. And on TikTok, same thing, just all of a sudden, just a good boost. Every time I say, hey, I want to reach this number, in a few days, we reach that number. But I don't quite know what category Instagram and TikTok have me under, because there has been is the correct word an influx?
Influx, yeah.
An influx of men who are liking the Libra Lounge with Keisha. Now, I know we do have men who do listen to the podcast, all right? But I just have a feeling that this influx of men don't know anything about the podcast. Like, I just feel like they're looking at the pictures. And
yeah, I'm not sure they're really engaging with the content.
I don't think that they are doing that. They're engaging, all right. They're engaging with kissy face emojis and hey girls and stuff like that. So it was so funny. And I don't even know why I did this, because I do get, it's nothing new for me to get guys in my DMs on my social media pages. And the majority of the time, I just ignore them, okay? Because the last thing a girl wants is some guy in her DM saying, hey girl, oh, what the fuck you want? So I just ignore them, delete them or whatever. So a few nights ago, it was such a nice message, right? And it was something like this. Hey, I've been thinking about doing this for a long time. I wasn't sure if I should or not, but I don't know. Just today, I'm just like, hey. And he's like, I would really like to get to know you. If possible, I would like to take you out. I hope I'm not overstepping my bounds or anything like that. But it was written in such a way, it just caught it was more than the usual, hey girl, what you doing? Hey girl.
Well, things were spelled correctly.
Yeah, a lot of the times I will tell producer James, like, look what this knucklehead sent or whatever. But it was something, I don't know what it was about this certain message. So I asked James, was like, do you think this is AI? Because the last thing I want to do is open up something and get some kind of virus or something like weird like that. And so I showed James the guy's profile, and he's going to swear up and down, okay? This is not what he said. This is not how he sounded. But I have no reason to lie. I have no reason to exaggerate, okay? So I was like, hey, look at this message. He's like, that's not real. No, That is AI. You get that. Look at that word he just used, and then he misspelled that. This is so AI. You're gonna get a virus. I don't. This is AI. I'm telling you. I am an engineer. This is AI. That guy's page probably got hacked. Oh yeah, he was hacked. I was like, okay. I'm a nice person, so I just responded and said, hey.
So even after all of that warning, you didn't believe me at all, and you re-engaged because you asked me, because you were worried about engaging with it. So after all that warning, what do?
I said, hey, I think you may have gotten hacked, okay? So the guy messages me back in rapid speed, okay?
Way too fast. AI speed fast.
So, and so then I show producer James the guy's, his profile. I said, these look like stock photos. Like anybody could have used these. He could have grabbed these. These are not real. These are not his. This looks like a copy and paste. I'm an engineer. It's copy and paste.
I did not say I'm an engineer. Stop that.
Anyways, so the guy sends me a message back. And it says, hey, I most definitely was not hacked. I typed this word for word. Okay, but then he sent a video to reiterate the fact that this was not fake. He was like, hey, no, this is totally me. My name is so-and-so. I'm 34 years old. I think you're really attractive. And, thanks for responding. So I showed this full booty the video. This is the only way that I can describe the facial expressions, because they went in steps, okay? It wasn't just one big facial expression. Each word that this guy said, the facial expression dropped. It went like, dum-dum, 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 dum-dum. He was just like that. The definition of face crack is what he did.
Which is funny because she always says, I have no expressions whatsoever.
They're always doom gloom expressions, okay? He's only got like 3. But I think he might have hit 7 with this, okay? I laughed so hard. He just knew in his mind that this was so fake. No, this guy, because the guy's young, okay? There's no way that this fit guy is actually messaging my wife, right? So I go in there, I tell my mom, and I'm damn near on the floor laughing because I said, you should have seen the look on James's face. And the guy's like, I'm 34. And my mom goes, oh my gosh, and he's young too. It's like, yeah. So I messaged the guy back. I said, hey, as a 46-year-old lady, I'm extremely flattered. This is how sweet of you. I said, but unfortunately, no, I didn't say unfortunately. I said, I am quite married. And so he says, I apologize. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to cause any issues or anything like that.
Well,
he didn't cause an issue.
No.
You caused an issue for yourself.
Well, here's the thing. I do respect the guy for being so respectful and not doing that thing of, well, are you happily married?
Well, he did throw in this. He goes,
oh, what?
He goes, the age difference doesn't matter to me.
Oh, well, it never does.
So I'm thinking, hell, he thought I was in my 30s. I'm like, okay, hype me up, whoop, whoop, hype me up, whoop, whoop.
I mean, this is what I have to live with, being married to a beautiful, beautiful woman. This is what I have to deal with all the time.
Thank you.
I do, yeah. It's just, I mean, here's the thing. If I was a weaker man.
You are.
Weaker.
You the weakest.
I mean, look, I talk about having a trophy wife. I mean, we talk about that like in jest, but it's, as a dude, it's something you have to get used to. You got to know how to handle, and you can't get bent out of shape when some stranger, talks up a beautiful woman. It's just, that's life. Yeah,
and here's the thing. I'm totally used to just the douchebag stuff. I'm like, this guy don't even know the color of my eyes. And my eyes are like the most, I think the majority of the people in the world have dark brown eyes. Like, these dudes are looking at my boobs. Like, they're not interested in anything else. I mean, some of them, I'm like, oh, your face is ashy. Like, how dare they approach any woman with an ashy face? Like, it's just, it's weird. I don't even take it
She really doesn't.
I don't.
It's not flattering. To a
It's
degree.
not.
I mean, it's kind of funny.
This guy, that was flattering. That was very nice. This is someone who clearly
Yes.
looked at the pictures and like, okay, let me shoot my shot.
And that's why I hate him even more.
And the majority of these other guys are
Thought
just
about
like, so.
He put effort into it.
He put
tried to
effort
word
into
things
it.
correctly.
He actually did.
You.
Yeah, the other guys, and every now and then I'll get like a guy that will say, hey, I think you're really pretty. I do know that you're married. I just wanted to let you know that. I do get those, which that's sweet. It is okay to tell someone you find them to be attractive.
Yes.
But you also, respectfully say, I know you're married, but I just think you're really, I mean.
It's going to happen.
Maven Huffman is quite married, but I would never have a problem with telling him face to face.
You did.
You are the epitome of God's creation. Every man was supposed to look like you. I don't know if you're happy in your marriage or not, because if you wink at me, I can be real unhappy in mine. And we can work things out. Just no pressure, but here's my phone number, my driver's license number, my social security card, my home address. This is my phone number. If I don't answer, here's my mama's phone number. You can contact me. Here's all the ways that you can contact me if things ain't going right. Because if things ain't going right in your household, I can make things go real wrong in mine. And we can make this work. It's of no issue at all. Just let me know. All right. If you are a friend of the Libra Lounge with Keisha, which I hope that you are, it is time for the gab.
We know she has a really big mouth, which sounds kind of dirty, and that's probably true too. Let's gossip. The gab with Keisha.
Oh my gosh. Britney Jean Spears has entered rehab.
Voluntarily?
She voluntarily entered rehab, okay?
Oh, there's hope.
This has to be the smartest, most adultest, and I don't even know if that's a word or not, maturest, most responsible thing that she has done since we so irresponsibly did the Free Britney movement, okay? We did not know what we were doing, and I will take this to my grave. We went too fucking hard for a person who was not fucking ready at all, okay? So she's somewhere in the States. She's in rehab for drugs. Shocker. She's had an Adderall issue, okay? And also alcohol abuse. So good for you, Britney.
Didn't she just get a DUI?
And
Was that kind of the triggering?
So triggering not going to jail. I mean, when you get a DUI, the best thing you can do is check into a rehab before the judge tells you how you have to do anything. The judge say, well, you know what, Your Honor, before we even get started, I'm not going to even let my lawyer talk because I want this to come straight from the horse's mouth. It is coming from my baby heart, okay? I have already completed 180 days in a very high class, questionable if it's a spa or a rehab center. Either way it goes, I went. Here's a certificate. I learned how to crochet in there. Here's a certificate for that. I learned how to bake. Here's a certificate. I got all the certificates, Judge, that I could possibly get. Please, Judge, don't make me go to jail for that DUI. Yeah, I mean, this is what you're supposed to do. Because I don't think at all that had this not happened, that she would have put herself in rehab. What? Unless she just clearly doesn't watch herself on social media. And maybe that's just what it is. She doesn't watch the things that she posts on social media. Because if she had, she would have already have put herself in an intensive rehab facility, not just for alcohol and drug abuse, but for severe mental issues as well. Because just something ain't right. And I blame the parents, okay? I will forever blame her dad. That's why he lost his leg. But I'm just saying, God don't like ugly. But I think this is really good. It looks like she has the support of her sons. One of her sons, even like on his social media page, changed his last name from Federline to Spears.
Really?
Yeah, and he's been hanging out a lot with his mom. So I think having the support, I mean, if you can't have support of two of your children, one is just good enough. Having that support is going to be very beneficial. I hope that she stays in there. I hope she doesn't do like a 1 week stay or 2 week stay, because I'm going to tell you what, Britney Jean Spears, however many songs were on your first album, that's how many months you need to stay in this rehab facility. I really do.
So here's how you know that people, even people close to her, are probably like, yeah, you know what? We got a problem here. Because the rep said the arrest was an unfortunate incident that is totally inexcusable.
Yeah.
It says Brittany's going to take the right steps and comply with the law, and hopefully this can be the first step in long overdue change that needs to occur in Brittany's life. This is her rep saying that.
What else could he say?
Well, I mean, normally these reps are like, well, they checked in for exhaustion. You know, we're not sure about this. No, he's saying she fucked up. She's got problems. Let's hope this fixes it.
She's been continuously fucking up. I mean, the bitch was on live, like, posting videos of her dancing with the knives. I'm like, I feel like hot. You didn't take the classes for knife dancing or knife throw, whatever the hell it is that you're doing. I don't think you took classes for that, and everyone who is in a nearby room is in danger right now. So good for you, Brittany. We just gonna sit this one out. We're not gonna do any movements. We're not gonna make any signs. We're not gonna be outside of the rehab center protesting. We're not gonna get free Brittany T-shirts made.
No free Brittany.
Stay,
Brittany. Stay.
Keep her ass in there for however long she needs to be in there. Keep her in there. So, Brittany, we are wishing you good luck, because you know what? If I'm being honest, I feel like if she really got herself together, like, I don't think she should ever go on tour. But I think she could do like another residency in like Vegas or something like that. I think that would be,
or special or collab. I mean,
I think a full tour.
Oh no,
is way too. She'd be back on the Adderall. I think that's way too much for her. So good luck, Brittany. Good luck. You know, and I even hope. I don't know how I'll be buried. I don't know. You never know what your kids are gonna do with you. Okay. I would like to be cremated. I have told my child that. But let's say she follows through, gets me cremated. I hope that she will say, my mom wanted this engraved on her urn. And it will be the words, men ain't shit, never have been, never will be shit. Because y'all just, Lamar Odom is the prime example of how men ain't shit. Okay. So we all remember how he went to the Bunny Ranch, damn near died. No one will ever know how much cocaine he did, but basically he did die, okay? He was in a coma for, I want to say, was it some months?
It was some time.
He was in there a minute. Khloe Kardashian, you know, people can say what they want to say about Khloe, but when it comes down to it, you can tell she has a very, very pure heart and really cares hard for people. Okay, she cares a little bit too hard for plastic surgery and Botox as well, but that's not what we're talking about today. She stopped her life to go sit by his side, give him support while he was in the coma. This is how we got Khloe 2.0, okay? Because think real hard how Khloe used to look, okay? Mm-hmm. And how Khloe looks now. We got how Khloe looks now because Lamar almost died. Because I think it was one of her sisters, maybe it was Kim. She was like, you cannot continue to just stay in this hospital. You have got to find a way to like get a release. Like you got to do something. So that's when Khloe started going to the gym. And that's how Khloe 2.0 was born. Okay. Everyone knows. This has been, I cannot even believe this is coming up again. I will say she was very beneficial in this crackhead coming back to life. This goes right back to crackheads and cockroaches. It's damn near impossible to kill them because he should have fucking died. Okay? Like, as far as the stuff that he said that he did that day, like no human being should be able to survive that, okay? When he woke up, she took care of him. I mean, she stood by his side after he told everybody on planet Earth that her pussy smelled like the back of an ear, okay?
Ooh.
Yeah, you know, a back of an ear don't smell real good.
Not really.
No, not really. He told everybody that's what she smelled like. Yeah. I mean, I just tell people you never smelled mine. If that is all you have to say is that it smelled like that, just say you never even went there and we're good, okay? She still took care of him, okay? Now, this may sound rude, but Lamar has always looked special ed to me. I don't think he's all the way there, and this was before he fucking almost died. Okay, he just has that look. He has that look about him that was like a chromosome said, what are we really going to do here, guys? Are we going to be half a chromosome short, an extra chromosome? How do we meet in the middle? Well, they met in the middle and Lamar Odom was born, okay? Because the motherfucker cannot think, okay? This was before he almost died, all right? And I'm going to say this. I don't know if you guys have watched this show, but I watched, what is it called? It's College Hill with reality stars, okay? And I only watched this particular season because it had Nene Leakes on it and it had Big Frida on there. And I'm a huge fan of both of them, all right? Lamar was also on this season. I'm going to just put it this way, okay? Ray J, who is Brandy's little brother, who's about the size of a thimble, okay? If my memory is serving me correctly, because it's been a few years since this was on, you know, any guy, you put a guy with Lamar Odom, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's Lamar Odom. He did this many shots, this many free throws, whatever the basketball terminology is. Yeah. It's Lamar. Woo, woo, woo. So I knew, because this motherfucker could never really keep up in conversations, okay? But I don't really think that had anything to do with the strokes. He had like 12 strokes, right? It was a lot of strokes. Like, this guy, it's like Death said, man, I really don't want to fuck with you. Go ahead and live. Just live. He never quite, you can look at someone's eyes and tell these words are not, we're speaking in this word and this person is counting, okay? Like, it's just not adding up. So Ray just like, woo, 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 Lamar, big Lamar, woo. So there's a basketball court out there. Okay. It took, because Lamar and Kobe were really good friends, if my memory is serving me correctly. So he remembered Kobe, because he may not have remembered his children's names, but he remembered Kobe. And he was just like, I'll just never get over, Kobe dying. It was a conversation about that. And so, again, I'm 98% sure this was Ray J, because it was annoying. So it had to be Ray J. Woo, 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 Lamar, let me see. Woo, that's right there. Woo, Lamar, here goes basketball. Lamar's like, basketball? So anyways, it took, now some things, here's the thing. Let's say a great singer, okay, had 15 strokes, was in a coma for months and months and months. They don't remember their birthday. They don't remember their first day of school. They don't remember their kids' names or anything. But that person probably still remembers how to sing.
Randy Travis is a great example.
Okay, so people are like, there's that gift. Yep. Okay, usually when something happens, usually when something happens, the gift is still there.
Yes.
It wasn't in Lamar. It wasn't, the gift got split in half, okay?
Could he even dribble?
It took him 20 shots. This is how bad it was. Little bitty Ray J with all his hopes and dreams, like, do it for Kobe. Kobe watching, man. Come on, dog. Big Kobe watching. He looking down on you. Do it for Kobe. It took him 20 shots before he got a hoop in. Or what is it called? The ball went in the hoop. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn. After 10, I would have said, I stroked out.
I'm sorry.
My left arm is a gimp. Like something, all right? But once he got into but here's the thing. After 20 shots, I can find a fucking groove. After 20 shots, he finally gets a little bit of his groove and starts making, some shots, all right? Okay. This motherfucker last week had the audacity to say that Chloe didn't do that much for him. Okay? Chloe also said that while Lamar was in this coma, because he was in a coma for a while, okay, that Lamar's dad wanted to pull the plug. He refuses to believe that. He's like, there's no way my dad said that. She's lying. I don't think she did that much for me. It was documented how much this girl was, as she stopped her life to come and take care of you while you look like a fucking half melted milk dud. And you get on television, you get on color television and say this girl didn't do anything for you. This is women. Why do we not just leave them where they are? Why do we say, but why do we do this? Because they will forever and ever, they are going to do something else that makes you wish you would have stepped on the plug yourself. She should have left him right where he was, because and here's the thing. All this time before, Chloe was great. I wish Chloe would take me back. Chloe this, Chloe that. Please give me another chance, because you're not going to find another Chloe. Right. You know what I mean? And he has dated every kind of woman. He's tried to date girls that look like Chloe. He's tried to date prostitutes. He has dated transgender women. He has dated mulatto women. He has crackhead women. He's not going to find another Chloe. So now he's mad. So I can't find you. You've had babies by this other guy. You didn't do shit. That is how y'all are. I don't know what men and black people will forever remind you that the Lord does have a sense of humor. And that's coming from me, okay? God is funny. God got jokes, okay? Because how much that has to hurt her feelings to hear him say that?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, from the documentary, or that show that just came out about the whole thing, like, she would go and find him. She would help him with his little indiscretions. She would pay off people. She would get hotel rooms for. I mean, she was she was ride or die. It seemed like. And
they weren't even together. Right. He treated her bad. Their whole short-lived marriage. He treated her really bad. And I don't think they even dated very long before they got married. But this is what he does. This is what all men do. Y'all do. James included. Don't make that face, because you done did some fucked up shit too. I know everybody think James is perfect. He has moments of perfection. I mean, I have sparked moments of great intelligence, but we all know they are few and far in between. So, all right. So I have to admit something to you guys, and it's kind of hard, but it is true. I have been really struggling with depression, hardcore, probably for the last month and a half, struggling hard, ain't nobody cute, ain't nobody funny, food don't taste good. I wish I could just stay in bed all day and cocoon myself. I'm taking the meds I'm supposed to take. I'm doing therapy. I will say this. Mary Payne Gilbert has been working me like a damn racehorse. And I'm so grateful for that, because it has given me a reason every day to have to get up, get dressed. But I know that it has also affected my podcasting in a way, because it's just your head is fuzzy, it's clouded. You just cannot get out of it. And I have just been in it and I've been trying to fake it, I think I handle it a lot better than I did once upon a time, but I'm not just on the struggle bus. I got the struggle bus hat on, t-shirt, and I'm driving the struggle bus. Okay. It's just been like, oh my God. And you get to a point, you just feel hopeless. And you're like, I have so many things to be grateful for. I've got this, I got that, and da-da-da-da-da. And I have to tell you, I have been on the verge of tears every single day for like a month and a half. Just for no reason at all. And it could be perimenopause. I don't fucking know. But I've been struggling. So last night I said, dear 10.5-pound mulatto colored baby Jesus, please let something good happen tomorrow. Not the normal good, something extra special. Something that you threw a little razzle dazzle on it. So I will know it was just for me. Your girl Keisha, it was for me. All right. Like I just need something, Lord. I just need something. And I'm like, I don't even know what it is that I need. I just need it. It don't have to be loud. It could be a hard whisper in my ear. But I'll know it's from you. So yesterday, I don't know if I know I've talked about it on Pink Shade, but I am fucking such a huge Sombr fan, okay? I love this kid down. Like, you turn on a Sombr song, I'm blasting it up. I am white girl dancing with no rhythm. I just lose all my rhythm when I hear his music. I just don't care how I just start moving and shit, you know? I love him. Yes, he's 20 years old. He is 6'7", lanky, and he doesn't look like I don't know how he writes the lyrics to these songs because they are grown man lyrics. Like, who hurt you in your past life, Sombr? Shane, who did that to you? Because I'm going to fight him for you. Because he's 20. There's no way some girl, this many things have happened to him for him to write these lyrics, right? So I was looking, I was like, oh, when is Sombr going on tour? And of course it said, Sombr's not going, there's nothing for Sombr in your area. All it has is him being at Coachella, and then like he's going international. It's like, okay, all right. I woke up this morning, I said, depression, my sweet, sweet, sweet friend. Because sometimes I just welcome him. I just say, depression, here's a red carpet. Come on in, have a glass of wine. Let's spend some time together. But this morning I was like, depression, it's really time for you to go home. Like, I don't know where you live, but you can't live here no more. You can't. You visited, it was bad, but you got to go, okay? So I get on the TikTok. I kid you not. Guess what I saw?
What?
I saw that Sombr is going on tour. And guess what? He's coming to Houston. And guess when he's coming?
When?
October 17th.
Ooh.
And guess whose birthday is right around October 17th?
Mila's.
Bitch, it's mine.
Oh, yeah.
Why
Sure.
you gotta be a hoe?
I just playing.
And I said, 10.5-pound mulatto colored baby Jesus. I know you'll never understand why Joseph was kind of your daddy, but not your daddy at the same time. Like, you know, that whole story. But I see you, God. Thank you. And I have been in such a better mood today. All it took was that one little thing. Because I don't know how, you know, producer James don't believe in nothing he can't see. So sometimes it's hard to talk to him about these kind of things. But I just needed a sign that I'm going to be okay. And that was my sign that I'm going to be okay. So if anyone else is out there, they're going through it, their anxiety is high, you're feeling depressed, I feel you. I get it. Like, DM me or something. We can talk about it. So that is what's been going on with me. Something else that's quite wonderful that's about to happen is this. And this going to let you know how kids ain't shit. I'm going to be fair. I said men ain't shit, so here it is. Kids ain't shit either, all right? So you guys know I love Bruno Mars now. I love Bruno Mars. I've seen him in concert, one of the best concerts I've ever been to, okay? Well, he's coming back to town. So I was like, Skylar, that's my daughter, in case you guys don't know. I'm like, do you want to go see Bruno Mars with me? She's like, oh my God, yes, I would love to go. Bruno Mars, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. So I tell producer James, he gets us tickets, right? Now, I want to say it was in February.
Yep.
Bruno Mars has not dropped an album in 10 years. And I did not realize it because I listened to his music like it just got released yesterday, okay? I'm like, oh, this song new. And I've listened to it like 100 times. So he dropped the single, and then he's like, on this day, I am dropping my album. Like, we were out of town. Soon as I opened my eyes, crush still in my eyes, haven't brushed my teeth, downloaded the whole album, listened to it, loved it. It dawned on me last week. I said, Skylar. And I already know the answer to this question. Because remind you, this was her response when I said, do you want to go see Bruno? Oh my God, yes! Woo-hoo-hoo! Bruno. I was like, Skylar, have you listened to any of the songs from Bruno Mars's new album? No. Bitch, you fake. You a fake fan. You are not going. You are going so you can tell people you went. You are a clout chaser. You're going to be the bitch that has her camera on, recording the whole time. You're going to post it on all your social medias. You're going to fake lip sync to the music because you don't know the words. You're going to be apples and bananas, apples and bananas. That's what people do when they don't know the songs. And she's like, I know some of the songs. I say, you're going to be there. You're not going to know half of the songs that he's singing. She's like, but I'll be there. That's what I'm talking about right there. So you can say that you were there. I hate kids. So they dropped the set list, right, of the songs. So she's at work this morning. I see the set list, and this is what I sent to her. Bitch, this is the set list for the concert. I don't know what you need to do, but you need to get right with God and with Bruno, and I need you to memorize all the lyrics to all these songs. Otherwise, you're not going to the concert with me. But she don't take shit I say seriously, so she just laughed at it. I'm like, how do you go to the concert and you don't know the new songs? She goes, well, I know you only know the songs they play on the radio. I should find someone else to go with me. I should. She doesn't deserve to go to the Romantics tour. She doesn't deserve to go. And I want us to have this mother-daughter experience and be great.
Well, enjoy that.
Well, what I'm really going to enjoy is have her take pictures of me while I'm enjoying the concert. Because for what? She doesn't know. She won't know if it's a new song or an old song that he's singing. She literally will only know like 4 songs throughout the whole concert. Okay? Well, I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I'm going to wear to match the theme of the tour. Because, you know, I'm that girl. I love a theme.
You sound like every person who's ever like a fan of The Who, or anyone who goes, or Fish, anyone who goes super deep with that artist. Yeah,
I mean, I am the girl who will wear the concert t-shirt to the concert. And people say, you're not supposed to do it. Yes, we are. Like, yeah, I spent $500 on this. I bought it on eBay. It's the only one left. Like, yes, I'm going to wear it. So anyways, when we get back from this break, we're going to do a super fast Mama June recap because I've got something special for you guys. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Libra Lounge with Keisha. Okay, anytime you get spare time in your day, go and give your favorite podcaster a review. A good review, okay? This means so much to us. And you know what? I think we are starting to actually push for it because it really does help us a lot. It helps people to be able to find our podcast and listen to it, hopefully enjoy it. And it kind of lets us know that you're enjoying it too, all right? So also, yes, my code for Hello Skincare is still active. It is Libra Lounge 20. Now, you will save 20% off your order, but if you're trying to get a subscription, you cannot use my code. So some people have been having some issues with that. If you have an issue with it, just send me a DM. You can send me a DM either on Instagram or on Facebook. I'm going to tell you, I will most likely see the DM on Instagram before I see the one on Facebook, because Facebook is kind of weird with the DMs. Like, I don't know what it is. Just DM me on Instagram. But if you don't have Instagram, DM me on Facebook. All right. And if you don't have either one of those things, you can always email us at libraloungeradio@gmail.com. Mama June. Okay. So I'm a little bit caught up. Not all the way caught up. All right. I'm caught up all the way to where they are having Jesse's, as she put it, lesbian bridal shower. And Josh is about to walk in. I tell you what, I had hoped that it would never come to this, but it has. Pumpkin is June 2.0 in every way. Now, this season, we finally get to meet Pumpkin's new boyfriend, who we all know is Josh's cousin by marriage or something like that. And he is literally the Pillsbury Doughboy, grew up and got a mullet. Okay, he is goofy looking and just, I don't know. And then he's got this kiss.
Like a birthmark or
no,
something?
No, it's not. It would have been better if it was a birthmark. It's an actual lip tattoo of someone's lips. I'm assuming they're I can't imagine that I start dating a guy and he's got someone else's lips tattooed on his neck.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I tell you what, bruh. When you figure out how to turn that into a rose, then we can talk. Otherwise, I am not about to keep looking at you and you've got some other chick's lips tattooed on you. Now, if they're my lips, that's fine and dandy. Now, I will say this. As disgusting and sleazy as he seems, he really has a lot of common sense. He really does. He really does. I mean, this is why you cannot judge a book by its cover. Because if I were to judge him by his cover, I would think the motherfucker didn't even know how to talk. But he seems to have a lot of good sense. So the question that I have is, and June is in a new house. But I'm wondering, just because this, is that really her house? Or is it like a production house like what Pumpkin lives in? Because it's way too nice and clean for it to be June's. Which, I'm going to say this, June looks pretty good. She's lost some weight. Mm-hmm. She says she's a certain size, but I think she's lying about that. But June looks pretty good. However, I don't know what's going on with Justin. For like 2.5 episodes, Justin's got this big bandage. Justin's got this thing on his head. And I'm just like, I have known unicorns who have gotten their horns cut off and they didn't have a bandage on their head that long. Like, what is it? Like, it cannot just be a pimple. It is bigger than a quarter. I don't know what it is. And is he on drugs?
I don't think so. I think he's clean.
I think he's just out of June. Like, June has worn him out. But I will say they are doing a pretty good job with KDP, all right? So we all know that June does not like Jesse's fiance, Cheyenne. Now, she's never really said, like, exactly why she doesn't like Cheyenne. I don't know if it's because Cheyenne is cleanly looking, or maybe she thinks, I think part of it is that Cheyenne lives such a normal life and her family's normal that Jesse has kind of swayed that way. Here's the thing. I think Jesse is the man in a relationship. And that, you know what they say, when a man marries a woman, he leaves his family. Yeah. So I think that's just, it's kind of that. Well, I know that Jesse's the man in a relationship because on the last episode that I saw, Cheyenne told us that Jesse is the one that wears the dick strap on. I could have gone the rest of my living and dead life never knowing that Jesse wears a strap on. Because no matter what you do, no matter how much you try to block that out, you at some point will visualize Jesse with a strap on fucking Cheyenne. You just can't help it. You just, I don't know. You just can't. So anyway, Jesse's getting ready to have this bridal shower and we are introduced to Cheyenne's mom, Trina, who, okay. So all of these people are trashy. Okay. We got them. They're all under the umbrella of trashy, but I guess there's different levels of trashy. So Cheyenne's mom will be high class trashy, but not like high class in a world of trash. Okay. So like she's the top no, she's not the top layer of trash. She's like the middle layer of trash, where June and her crew are like way at the bottom. Okay, I don't really care for her. She doesn't like June. She doesn't like the way that June acts, and yeah, we get it. But it's kind of like that. I'm better than. So apparently, Cheyenne's mom is the one who's paying for, I want to say, the bridal shower. It's the one helping them out, and she finally is like, what is your mom gonna do? So Jesse gets up the nerve to go over to her mom's house, and her mom was like, yeah, I haven't seen you. You must want money. And she's like, well, I mean, can you help out? You did Pumpkin's Las Vegas wedding, which later on Pumpkin tells us, like, be careful what you wish for, because, or maybe it was Josh who said it, like, even though she paid for everything, we had to go where she wanted to go. We had to eat what June wanted to eat. We had to go sightseeing at the places June wanted to, like, maybe we should have done it ourselves. So June basically tells Jesse, no, I'm not giving you any money. She's like, but what I will do is, since I'm TikTok famous, I'm gonna see how much free stuff I can get for your lesbian wedding. I'm gonna see how much I'm gonna, I mean, what I don't know why it's being labeled as a lesbian wedding. Like, this is just so, like, I mean, instead of like dick straws, y'all are going to get pussy straws. I don't know. Like, why is this such a big thing that it's a lesbian wedding? And so, it upsets Jessie. She's just like, I never asked you for anything. But June's like, don't worry. I'm going to get everything for free. I'm just going to get on the TikTok and people are just going to send me stuff. And they do. So anyway, now we've got Pumpkin, who's all booed up with Darren. I don't know why that name. Oh, I know why it annoys me, because the male version of Karen is a Darren, and that's this guy's name. Okay, so she and Josh are co-parenting. She has the kids for a week. He has the kids for a week, and we all know that he is in a new relationship and has a new baby. All right, but he still doesn't want to be anywhere near Darren. Okay, I mean, I guess if I were a guy and you're like my kind of cousin, and you start dating my wife, and then it kind of seems like you started dating my wife while I was still married to my wife, I guess I'd be pretty pissed off too. Like, I most definitely would not want to be around you, Yeah. So
I feel that. Yeah.
So Darren's taking Pumpkin out in his hunk of junk car, which, let me tell you, you guys saw the car that he drives. I don't know if you guys follow Pumpkin on TikTok, because his truck is way worse than that. I have never seen the roof of a vehicle. I didn't even know that the roof of a vehicle had that much material up there that could be torn up. I'd be like, can we just take my car? Like, I don't mind. I know gas prices are high, but I'd rather pay these high-ass gas prices than me having a fucking cushion falling on my head because we're in your fucking truck, right? So he takes her to a candle making class. This irritates me, because reality TV shows, they constantly do the same fucking activities. There's always a candle making class. There's always a painting with the twist. There's always a stiletto striptease class. Like, it's like there's so many. Are those the only people that will allow y'all to film in them? I just feel like other places will let you do that. So, anywho. And she's got to meet Josh. And, of course, his hunk of junk car will not start. She's like, you cannot be there when Josh comes. Like, she's in panic mode. Like, this, and that. Like, just totally freaking the fuck out because the car won't start and Josh is getting closer. Now, what we found out here is that Josh is meeting up with Jesse when he has the kids, so Jesse could see the kids, because she and Pumpkin are still not talking, because Jesse was the one who told Josh that Pumpkin was seeing someone else, okay? So she's basically telling Josh, like, I'm having a bridal shower. I want Ella Grace to come, which, oh my God, why do they not comb this child's hair? It is all, y'all know I do not like unkempt children. Is that the word?
Yep.
I don't like that. You could call me snooty. You could call me bougie. I get it from my mama. Little girls, your hair is done before you leave the house. You have a matching bow to your outfit, and you have shoes that match it. Like that. That is how you're supposed to look. This little girl literally looks like she's at level 2 of growing out dreadlocks every time we see her, right? So, Jesse's like, I really want Ella Grace to come. Will you bring her? Josh is like, well, that's not my weekend. But yes, she's your niece. There's no reason for her not to be able to come. All right. Which, of course, when Pumpkin finds out, instantly pisses her off because she's like, that's my weekend. I'm not talking to my sister. We're doing good at co-parenting. And then you do some shit like this. Whatever. In the meantime, we've got June, who is trying to get all her free stuff for Jesse's wedding. Okay. Then we have Alana. Thank God Alana's in Colorado, who is just focused on her education. Her childbearing hip boyfriend. At this point, they're sharing clothes. Like, you cannot convince me they're not at least sharing T-shirts, because they are not. I thought people in Colorado live like really healthy lifestyles.
I mean, some do.
They're still living like they're from Alabama or where the fuck they're from.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I have to take a drink there, guys.
Okay.
So she's doing good. I want to say she is. What level is she? She's about to graduate. Like, she's officially something, and she's about to go to the next stage of whatever it is, all right? So zoom, 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 zoom. They're getting things ready for the... They said it wrong so many times that... You know how someone says something wrong, like how I do often, and it convinces y'all sometimes that maybe I'm saying it right? It is called a DIY, do it yourself. No, it's DIY, do it yourself.
Yeah,
well, Cheyenne and her stupid ass mom keep calling it DIY. This is how you know something is bad. When June corrects you, okay?
Ooh, boy.
They have said it so many times that June is like, it's not DIY, it's DIY. It's do it yourself. So they are all over, I want to say they're at Jesse and Cheyenne's with her mom, Trina. Oh, look, let me say this. You can have the shittiest mom in the world, but you don't like it when someone else says they're the shittiest mom in the world.
Right.
So we've got Katrina, who her, Cheyenne, and Jesse are all horribly painting mason jars, okay? They stocked up on every piece of floral anything from the Dollar Tree to get things ready for this Western bohemian themed bridal shower. I just feel like you should pick one or the other. So anyway, Katrina's like, your mom's so bad. She ain't gonna come here talking like that. It's not about June. You better tell her she better not come with all that cussing. Where's she at anyway? Ain't she your mom? I'm here. Why ain't she here helping? Like, you're talking all this shit about how much you cannot stand this person. Then at the end of the sentence, you're saying, where are they at? Call her up so she can come over. Bitch, you just want more camera time. So Jessie said, oh shit. So she calls June, says, hey, we're over here doing this. Do you want to come? And surprisingly enough, June does come. But I got to agree with June again. June is making me agree with a lot of things. She's like, where's the bling? Where's the glitter? What's the theme again? Like, it's cowboys, Western, bohemian. Where's the peak? These are your colors? Oh my God, what's going on here? And Katrina just fucking goes off so bad that June's like, June's actually like, I'm not going to stand here and argue. Justin, come pick me up, okay? So meanwhile, poor Justin just wants a break from everything that's really related to June. So he and Josh, apparently, they sneak off with one another and they have dinner. They kind of decompress, talk about these Shannon women and blah, 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 blah. Then June calls. Of course, he got to get up, go get her, which I don't know why she did some fucking Uber. You're blind. You can still use a phone. You do everything else with the phone. Why can't you fucking Uber home? I don't know. So anyway, Ella Grace wants to go to this bridal shower. She's super excited about it, and she's basically tells her mom she needs a dress. So while they're looking at dresses, which I had clocked this like seasons ago, I even said it like here, that Ella Grace, she's like, she reminds me so much of Alana when Alana was little. And she does. She is Honey Boo Boo 2.0 all the way, okay? Even right down to the belly and the hair not being combed. She is Honey Boo Boo, okay? So they're picking out dresses, and Ella was like, Mama, how about you pick out this dress and we can match? I don't know why they picked these dresses out. These dresses look like they're about to be on the Oregon Trail. They are so hideous. They're so not flattering. It's just bad, right? So they're getting ready to have this bridal shower, and I guess like the week that's going into the weekend where they're having it, somehow, some way, someone has decided to burn down Jesse's backyard.
Burn it down?
Burn it down. The only reason why it didn't reach the house is because they've got like cement, and that stopped it from going to the house. And she's saying at the fire department, the arson unit, whatever, they're like, yeah, this pretty much looks like arson. So I don't know. So they're having to find a place for their animals to stay. They're staying in a hotel. In between this time, she and Pumpkin have made up. Okay, they've apologized. They moved on. Pumpkin's gonna come to the bridal shower. So now they made up, because now she needs to call Pumpkin and say, can we have it at your house? Because we have nowhere else to have it. And I guess she just refuses to have it at June's house, which I can understand that with all the friction going on.
I don't blame her for that at all.
Yes. So it's the day of the bridal shower. It looks good for them. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Nothing that I would put on, but it's good for them. June, everyone decided to twin this day. You've got Cheyenne in a horrible, I guess she thought it was the theme dress. Jesse has on a matching shirt to that. You've got Pumpkin and Ella Grace. As Darren puts it, looks like they're about to churn butter. Is that the same? Because he was right. I keep telling you, he has a lot of sense, right? Then June and KDP show up in some dress that some TikToker sent them that is Western theme with a person riding a dinosaur at the collar because they couldn't find horses. So it's kind of like the dinosaur horse thing. I fucking don't know.
Like the Velociraptor thing?
Something like that. Yeah. And so she's really going by what she thinks is the theme. And she's got all this free shit. She's got pink glitter cowboy hats, this cowboy. They're like, that's not the theme. She goes, but you said Western. This is June. When she thinks Western, she thinks cowboys and Indians. That's just how her brain fucking works, okay? And here's the thing. The theme just is a weird theme anyway. So she's passing out this, passing out that. Katrina's talking shit. Jesse's trying to get her to shut the fuck up. It's just bad. It's just bad, okay? So then here comes Josh. And they're thinking he's not going to show up because it's at Pumpkin's house and Darren is there. Right. And then he shows up. That is as far as I've gotten with the Mama June episodes. I'm hoping to catch up on the rest, and then we'll recap that next week. But I do have something special for you guys, all right? I have talked many a times about my spiritual advisor, Joey. I'm going to do an interview with him. Now, if you are not a believer in any of this, if you think that this is dark magic, black magic, of the devil, anything like that, don't listen to the rest of the show, okay? Just don't. You won't enjoy it. Like, don't even listen to it and then try to leave me a bad review when I'm giving you the disclaimer right here. I'm giving you the magnifying glass so you can see the fine print at the bottom. We're about to interview my spiritual advisor, who is a godly man, but he also has been blessed with a great gift. And I'm just super excited to get, this was my first time actually seeing him. Usually everything with him is over the phone, and I have talked so much about him, and so many of you guys have DM'd me about him. I figured, let me just interview him. So here's an interview with Joey. I hope you guys enjoy it. He's going to give you all of his information at the end, how you can contact him. And before I go, you guys have a great week, and thank you. Welcome back to the Libra Lounge with Keisha. So, you guys have heard me talk about this person so many times, so much that you probably think he's part of my family, but he is not. A lot of you guys have messaged me, asking for his info. Basically, sometimes y'all try to get me to tell y'all what he told me, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. But you guys are like, give me his info. I need help. I've got this going on in my life, and I just really need some direction. So I think some of you guys have contacted him. This is my, as I call him, spiritual advisor, Joey DeLaGarza. Hi, Joey.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. Y'all, he's nervous, which I think is hilarious. He's like, I'm nervous. I'm like, wait a minute. I literally have called Joey before and I don't know. I don't even know how he understands what I'm saying. I have called him in some desperate times. And when I get off the phone with him, I'm like, whoa, stop. I'm like, I feel so much better. I'm like, he probably thinks, this bitch is crazy. She was crying the whole time. All I told her was her dog was healthy. So okay, Joey, introduce yourself to the Libra Lounge audience.
So I'm Joey. I'm a reader, a psychic reader, tarot card reader. I've been doing this for quite a while. I do in-person readings, over the phone readings, and I have my shop here in Corpus Christi. So it's like a full functioning botanica. So it's an herbal shop. We sell candles and oils and good luck products and anything like that spiritual to help you kind of stay in your path and get whatever help you may need.
Okay, so how did you, because we've all seen movies, where
Right.
there's someone who's got a gift and how they discover it. How did you discover that you had this gift?
I mean, I've always been able to see things, feel things, know things. I remember when I was little, I would see spirit, I would see people who were passed away. And honestly, that's how I met a lot of my family members that passed even before I met them. I remember
Okay.
going to the cemetery with my mom and stuff like that, and they would call out to me, and I would describe what I was seeing or who I was seeing, and stuff like that, and that's how I would interact. I mean, I always just kind of knew. A lot of people nowadays go through like what they call an awakening, and they just
Mm-hmm.
get up one day and are starting to feel things and sense things. And I never went through that type of awakening.
Okay.
I was born this way. So I mean, I just remember always knowing things before they would happen and seeing things before they would happen. And I just discovered it kind of on my own. I just knew that this was my calling.
So, what was the general reaction from your family whenever you were like, I mean, was it that moment like what was the movie, The Sixth Sense? It was like, I see dead people walking around all the time like they're living people. Was it like
Well, I
that?
mean, it was really strange because I have two sides of my family. So my
Mhm.
mother, I mean, I'm blessed by God that I was blessed with such an amazing mom. She was very supportive of my gift. I mean, my
Mhm.
gift does run in the family on my mom's side. So me, my
Okay.
mother, my sister, my grandfather, my maternal grandfather, all had this ability. But my
Okay.
family was raised very Pentecostal slash Catholic. So it was kind
Hmm.
of hard. My mom never made me feel different. She always nurtured my gifts and
Right.
allowed me to be me. But for a very long time, like oddly, I was kind of in the closet with what I did. I started when I was in high school reading people, and I actually had my first shop when I was a senior in high school. So I
Okay.
started to read people, and I kind of only did it on Sundays when I knew the other side of my family was like at church and wouldn't be able to find out
Hmm.
and wouldn't know. And I mean, I'm from a small town, which is Kingsville, Texas, so it's super small. So of course word got out, and I think there was only like two Joeys in that town, so they figured out who
So
I
they
was.
figured it
But
out.
yeah, they pretty much figured it out.
It's
But
that one.
yes, but I mean, honestly, I was always very supported by family and friends. Like I said, that side of the family that was more religious, they didn't really air out their comments. They didn't really judge me for it. It was just something they didn't really necessarily approve of. But I
Right.
never had any kind of like backlash from family. My mom's always been like my biggest supporter.
So I can imagine like us going to high school together, and I'd be like, Joey, can you read my tarot card? Is the cute guy coming to school tomorrow? Because I'm going to wear this cute outfit, and I'm
Well,
going
it
to be
was
pissed if I waste this outfit and he's not there.
it was so funny because like at the time that I was going to school, we had kind of like an activity period or a free period, and it was just when you're supposed to be doing homework, and that's when I would read people, and there would be other
Mhm.
people or other students from other classes that would come into mine to like ask for a reading. I remember
Right.
I got sent to the principal's office and my cards were taken away because they said it was a distraction.
Oh,
So I mean, yeah, yeah,
that's so funny because like I grew up Catholic. I went to Catholic
right,
school, but I've always been like very open-minded about everything that
right,
was not to do. By the time I got to high school, I'm
right.
like, that was bullshit. We supposed to do that. But I still have like Catholic girl like fear sometimes. I'm like, oh God,
Yeah,
is the Lord gonna strike me down? And reality is like that is not how it works. So
right,
I have, for my example, my husband is he doesn't believe in anything he cannot see.
right, right.
Right. So I do remember one time I was talking about having a reading with you to my mom, and she's like, okay. And then she told me, and I didn't know this. She was like, your grandmother used to go to Louisiana and get
Wow.
her tarot cards read. And she goes, and I remember, she says, I was 14 and my mom came home and said, that lady doesn't know what she's talking about anymore because she told me that this time next year, my house is going to be paid off. And my grandmother's like, there's no way. Well, her husband
Wow.
died and left her the money and she paid off her house.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And my husband is just like a non-believer, but he supports me calling you. He's got to the point because you're so good. He's like, so did Joey say anything? I'm like, what? Oh, you want to believe? Because he told us this was gonna happen. I mean,
That's
you
so
told us we
funny.
were gonna get our house. You have
Yeah.
told us so many things. So, what has been like the harshest criticism that you have received from people? I know
I
your
mean,
family was supportive, but
yes.
the outside world.
So, I mean, back when I started, the spiritual movement wasn't really there. You know what I mean? Now you can buy
Hmm.
sage like at Whole Foods, and you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Back then it was more, I didn't even advertise. I remember when I had my first shop, I didn't even have a sign. They just knew like, oh, it's this little speckled building
right.
that's where he's at. But no, I mean, honestly, I never had any really harsh critiques because I mean,
Wow.
people that come to me are already open and already kind
Mhm.
of searching
Yeah.
for something. And
Hmm.
I think I just give off, or I try to give off, the most positive energy that I can. Some people, because of like the Hollywood and movies, it seems spooky and scary and
Yes.
demonic and, just crazy like that. And I think once
Right.
they meet me, they just feel comfortable and they
Yeah.
just open up and they're okay with it. So I never really had any kind of crazy criticism. I mean, obviously, Facebook and the virtual world now, people make their comments, but I
Yes.
mean, I try and I'm very open to skeptics, and I think everybody should have a level of skepticism because not
Hmm.
everybody can do what I do. I don't believe everybody has
Right.
this gift. Yes, people have
Right.
intuition, but I mean, I try and consider myself like an evidentiary medium. So I
Hmm.
try to come up with information that how would I possibly know? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's in a general vague reading, I think anybody can do, but I try and be as detailed as possible. And it's actually like I like skepticism because it makes me work even harder to prove what I'm
Right.
seeing, what I'm feeling, and what spirit's trying to tell you. So it gives me a challenge. But honestly, thankfully, I've never had any kind of crazy attack or skepticism that's over the top.
So if someone were to come up to you and say, I heard or I grew up believing
Hmm.
that tarot card reading is black magic, it's
Right,
satanic, it's from the devil. I mean,
right.
what would you say to a person like that?
I mean, to me, I feel like at the end of the day, the gift that I have is the gift of discernment, which they do talk about, in the Bible and in religion and,
Mm-hmm.
listening to the voice of God. And I think that's basically what I do. I think it depends on the person. Now, obviously, if the person is coming to be for negative things, then that doesn't
Right.
make me negative or the reading negative. It makes you negative because you're the one that's
Mm-hmm.
searching for this, bad energy. So,
Right.
I mean, I really don't as many years as I've been doing what I do, I don't necessarily believe in the devil because I've never seen anything like that. I've seen dark
Mm-hmm.
energies, dark entities, but I've never seen anything that demonic or that crazy that would scare me. So, I mean,
Right.
I do believe that my gift comes from God. I think He allows me to help people. And I mean, that's my daily prayer. I wake up with that prayer in my mind of, bring whoever needs guidance, allow me to speak on what needs to be spoken on and give that person closure or direction or healing. Because I mean, we're in such
Right.
a dark world that I feel like people are really
Yes.
searching for answers and people are searching for some kind of belief system. You know what I mean? A lot of people have
Agree.
lost faith in God, and a
Yeah.
lot of people need that again. They need to be, reignited from the inside, and that's what I try and do. But I mean, I think if anybody were to try to attack me with the Bible or attack me with, verses, I kind of feel like sometimes we pick and choose what we want to hear in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And in religion, I mean, they talk about prophets, they talk about the gift of
Mm-hmm.
discernment, they talk about the gift of tongues. So, I mean, I
Right.
think I think I have that defense system to know that within my heart, I'm not doing anything wrong.
Right. And I can say firsthand because when I have spoken with other people about you who are kind of like, I'm like, look, he will tell you a Bible verse. He speaks about God during the readings and
Yeah,
prayer and
yeah,
things like that. And people are like, really? I'm like, yeah, which makes
yeah.
me more of a believer because I truly think that once upon a time, people have many gifts, but people
Oh, yeah.
misuse their gifts as well. So God's like everybody
Right,
can't have it. So
right.
that's why it's called a gift. Now, when you do the readings, how do you receive the messages from the spirits? Because some people get it kind of confused. They think that you are describe it. Are you reading the cards and or through the cards are you getting messages or how does it all work?
So when I first started reading again many moons ago, I would do what was called automatic writing. And basically, I would be scribbling and doodling on a piece of paper while I was talking to you and telling you what I was seeing. As
Okay.
times changed, I think a lot of people started to look for tarot cards and look for, the tangibility of it, like what card is saying what. And my
Hmm.
gift, I can read any cards that you put in front of me, whether they're poker
Okay.
cards, Spanish cards, tarot cards,
Oh.
anything that you put, I can read. But the base of my information comes from spirit. It's stuff that I'm seeing for you, hearing, or sometimes just feeling. So when I pick up like on a medical issue, even though I'm not a doctor, I don't give medical advice
Hmm.
or try not to. if spirit's leading me to tell you, hey, there's an issue in your stomach, or hey, are you
Mm-hmm.
suffering from migraines?
Yep.
I feel it in my body. So I'll
Yep.
feel a stomach ache, I'll feel a headache. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
ability for me to be able to tell you or describe to you what I'm feeling. But a lot of the times it's just what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing. Like my spirit guides talk to me constantly. So a lot of people tell me, hey, can I record the session because you talk really fast? And the reason why I
Mm-hmm.
talk
You
so fast
do.
is because, yeah, I do. And I've noticed that. And I tried to slow myself down, but it's kind of hard because it's almost like I'm hearing
Right.
something and seeing something so strong that I'm trying to convey everything that I'm trying to see at the same time. And
Mm-hmm.
I keep my perspective out of it. So I talk quickly so I don't have any time to judge the information or to water down the information. But I mean,
Right.
to me, I think the tarot cards guide me as far as where I'm going in the reading, but ultimately it's
Mm-hmm.
basically what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing.
Well, I can say firsthand that during some of my readings, you will say, tell this person to check
Right,
on such and such a, or you never say it is this issue, but you'll say it's something
right,
with the stomach or something
right,
they need to go
right,
get something checked, and it's always
right.
spot on. Now,
Yeah.
last night I was getting your questions ready, right? And my current husband slash current producer, because I don't ever want him to get too comfortable. He was like, well, why are you sending him questions? Shouldn't he be able to know what you're going to ask him? I was like, get out the room, get gone. You cannot be part of it. So I told him, and you can tell me if it's true or not. I said, I don't believe that tarot card readers can read their own tarots. And I said, just
Right,
like I've seen movies where it say there's a witch and they're like, a witch cannot do for
right,
herself what she does for someone else. Is that true, and
right.
why?
Yes, because I mean, we have you have to be able to be subjective, and I think that's the hard part of people reading themselves is
Mm-hmm.
one card can be interpreted in so many different directions that you might see what you want to see. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's, I guess, necessarily healthy for somebody to read their own cards because you might
Right.
not be guided by your spirit. You might be guided by your own ego, and you're going to see what you want
Mm-hmm.
to see. You know what I mean? And there's a
Yeah.
big difference between psychic and mind reading. You know what I mean? Like, yes, I'm
Right.
psychic and I can see things coming, but for my own self, honestly, and I know it sounds super weird and crazy, I don't like getting readings. I don't want to know. I'd rather not know about my life. Like, I know that God gave me
Okay.
this gift to help others. Even when it comes towards family, I typically try not to even read my family because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as subjective, because I don't want to hurt that person's feelings. I don't want to see something bad and, second guess myself and
Right.
not say it because I care and love for them. So obviously, Spirit and my team of guides will tell me if something dangerous is coming, or if there's something I need to avoid. But as far as like a reading as accurate as I can get for somebody else, for myself, not
Mm-hmm.
at all. And it's kind
Okay.
of like, you don't hear of a surgeon, operating on themselves.
Of
So
course.
the gifts that we have, whether it's doctor or psychology or any kind of thing like that, they can't really do for themselves. It's more to help
Right.
others.
Okay. You know what? I'll even put that to myself. I have the gift of gab.
Yeah.
Quiet at home. Like
Right. Yeah.
really
Yeah.
quiet. Yeah. Like I
And I
talk
think
so
that's why
much,
you
but yeah.
I think that's why you say like you were surprised I was nervous. I mean, in my comfort
Yeah.
zone, I'm reading, I'm talking to people all day long, but in my normal
Mm-hmm.
life, I'm kind of like introverted. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
people would think that I have this crazy life and I go out and do this and talk to so many people. And really at the end of the day, I talk to so many people so, all day and all day long that at the end of the day, it's kind of like I enjoy that silence.
And I totally feel you, because you just with in the entertainment world or podcasting world, we post all the highlights of the things. You know what I mean?
Right,
People
right.
have no idea. I'm like, no, I'm like spending the day like I'm going to Trader Joe's and Sprouts. Like that's my jam right there.
Yeah,
You tell me we're going to like a premiere or something, like I am a nervous wreck. I'm really shy and people don't believe it.
right.
But I'm like, once the mic turns on, there
You're
you go.
good. Yeah, because
Yes.
that's
So
you. That's your gift.
right. So has there ever been a reading that just kind of rocked you, or that you were kind of afraid or on the fence or fearful of telling the person what was in their reading, what you saw?
Um, I've had so many readings that have been impactful over the years,
Mm,
but more recently, one that didn't necessarily shake me, but it made me emotional. And during my readings, I can't show any emotion, otherwise I lose my connection. But it was a
okay.
mother that came in that her son was passed away. And since she
Mm,
walked into the office, I knew he was there and I knew he had something to tell her. And he basically told me to tell her that it wasn't her time to go. And those thoughts that
okay.
she was thinking needed to leave her head. And she started crying and she said, you know, I needed to hear from him so bad. I was ready to end my life. And he
Right.
literally stopped that. And he told me to tell her, like, this is not your time. You can't join me yet. And it kind of shook me because I
Mm,
felt so bad for her because I could tell she was needing that healing and she needed to speak to him so badly that she felt
right.
like she needed to go to the other side with him. And I mean,
Mm,
she told me, like, you saved my life because I was ready to end everything because I don't know how to heal without my son here. And the fact that he gave her
wow.
that message was just super impactful. And it shook me a little bit. And I had to take a moment to recompose myself after the reading. But I mean, it's messages like that that I think are just amazing.
How do you, when you're done with the reading, and like you said, you hear spirits all the time. How do you
Yes.
even decompress? Like, how do you shut off?
So it's nothing that I've ever been able to shut off,
Mm-hmm.
but I've learned, I guess, what I would call like my triggers or my little things that help me. On my way to
Mm,
work, on my way home from work, I'm jamming music as loud as I possibly can. It helps just
right.
drown out and recenter me. If I'm having a day that I'm seeing a lot, because I do see from my physical eyes, like I see spirit the way I'm looking at you sometimes, I
Mm-hmm.
tend to wear sunglasses, and that helps me kind of dull my senses. So sometimes they'll be like, "Hey, I saw you at HEB, but you had your sunglasses on." But the reason why is because like I'm just trying to zone out. But I read so many
Right.
people daily that I don't, and I've trained myself to kind of forget people's readings. So I remember you, I don't remember what I told you or what came out.
Right.
That way it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't stay in my head and I'm not, you know, soaking in people's problems all day long. So it's kind of like
Yeah.
hitting the reset. After every reading, I kind of like decompress, take a breath, and next one comes in. So, I mean, it's
Okay.
easier now for me to release things. Back then, when I first started, it was difficult and it took a toll on me. But now it's a lot easier, and I just kind of decompress by being normal. You know what I mean?
Right. So, because I've seen movies where like there's someone with a gift like yours, or like when I get done, I shoot up heroin just so I can relax and I can't see anything. So I was like, why does Joey do that? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, I do smoke cigarettes, and I do feel like that does calm me. Because it's
Mm,
weird. If I'm not working, I typically don't smoke, and when I am working, that's when I am smoking. So I think it's a level of comfort for me that helps me kind of decompress and release whatever I'm feeling.
okay, so you tripped me out because I knew you could hear spirits, but I did not
Right.
know you could see spirits.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, a lot of my gift is hearing,
Mm,
but it is a big part of it is what I'm seeing. So sometimes if I say, hey, you know, I see a accident coming at this street or this intersection and it's a white vehicle and you're turning right, when I get more detailed with my messages, it's literally something that I'm seeing. And it's almost like a
oh
vision that
wow.
takes over my actual vision. So I'm not even
Hmm.
seeing you at this point. It's like I'm watching a movie and I'm trying to describe everything that I see. And it's not often that I get visions, but it does happen. And that's when I know, hey, it's something important that's going to come out. But yeah, I mean, seeing spirits to me, it's like it's normal. So it doesn't scare me, but I see them sometimes the way I see you. Like for example, the other day I live in an apartment and it's literally an apartment right in front of a cemetery, but it's the most spiritually
Oh
cleansed
wow.
place that I've ever been at. I've never seen really spirits. And I bumped into somebody and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And I turned around and there's nobody there. So I was like, oh my God, like
Mm,
sometimes it's hard to distinguish whether they're living or gone.
wow. Oh, it is. Okay, so my all-time favorite TV show was Ghost Whisperer.
Oh, yes.
Did you watch that
Yes,
show? Okay.
yes, yes.
And Melinda, that's my girl. And like she would always say stuff like, it's like, did you write the script for the show, Joey? Because
It's
exactly what you
crazy.
just said happened in the show. She's like, sometimes it's like I'm talking to a ghost and I have to remind I thought it was a real person, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever told you this, but no, I don't think I did. I had COVID really bad.
Mm.
And I kept passing out.
Oh my
Now,
God.
I don't remember this at all. And I don't even know if I talked about it on the show, but I passed out. And when I came to, everyone was a wreck. And I was kind of like, what is going on? And my mom had called my dad. She's like, you need to get down here because I was
Mm.
talking to dead people.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
But it was people that family members I'd never met before.
Right.
And all I can remember was that there was two grandmothers, which I've only met one. They were both
Mm.
said, not her, it's not her time.
Right.
And then I can remember my dad's mom telling me two things. And she called him by a name that I've never called him anything like that.
Wow.
It was like his childhood name. And my
Wow.
dad was like, oh my God. So
Yeah.
that tripped me out. my mom was just not right after that. Like my mom is not like, she can cry, but like a breakdown, and she's not a hugger. And I just saw
Right.
her broke down, and I was just like, what is wrong? And she let me hug her. I'm like, bitch, what is wrong? Because this is not how you act at all.
That
She
is
was
so
like,
funny.
she goes, you were talking to these people. She goes, I thought you were dying. I'm like, I don't. Yeah. So they bring them
Well, it's
up.
because you were in a different level of consciousness. So, like when people are
Yeah.
being sedated, when people are in a coma, when people are in
Right.
that state of mind, it's easier for them to connect. And
Yeah.
yeah, that happens. And I've heard that several times. People are either in a coma, or people are going under, or people are really near death. And yeah, the spirits will come around you, and they're basically trying to tell you, yeah, that this isn't your time. So they're trying to help you
Yeah.
and put you back where you need to be. It triggered a memory for me when I was in high school. I had an appendectomy. I had my appendix removed. And I remember
Mm-hmm.
going under the sedation, and the doctor was there, and I told him, "Hey, your wife says she loves you." And he
Oh.
was like, my wife has passed away. And I said, "Yeah, she's right behind you." And I went out.
Ooh.
So when I came back, he was in my room, and he said, "Do you remember what you told me?" And I said, I don't think so." He said, "You told
Mm-hmm.
me my wife was behind me and that she loved me." And he was like, "My wife's gone."
Wow.
And I was like, "Oh, sorry." I didn't know how to react
Right.
at that point, but yeah, I mean, spirits definitely come around us and they help us and guide us as much as they possibly can. Sometimes it's just us
Right.
having to open ourselves up to feel it.
Yeah. Whew, okay. I got emotional with that one. That was like, whew. I'm always on the verge of tears every time I talk to you. I
You're
don't know
so
why.
funny.
They're not like sad tears, but I just feel like overcome with
Yeah.
emotion, but I can't like pinpoint which one it is. Okay. So a lot of people don't know this. So I need for you to tell everyone, what is the difference between a tarot card reader, a medium, and a psychic? Now I know. But for the people who don't know, can you tell them what the
So,
differences are?
yeah, so a tarot reader is basically somebody that has learned how to read cards. I mean, every tarot deck that you buy comes with a book. You can study it, you can learn it, you can learn the symbols behind
Oh,
it. I mean, I think any normal person would be able to, if they studied deep enough, learn how to read cards. But
okay.
card reading is one thing. Psychic means, and there's different levels to being a psychic. There's clairaudience, meaning you can hear, clairvoyance, meaning you can see things,
Mhm.
clairresistance, meaning you can feel things. So it's different versions of the gift. But to me, psychic would be like the umbrella of having that gift.
Okay.
Now, a medium is somebody who specializes and can channel spirits. There's, a medium that can just talk to them and relate and be the messenger in between. And there's also something
Mhm.
that's called a trans medium, which means they're able to actually channel, and that spirit is able to use their vocal cords or body to speak to you. So to me, every
Okay.
medium is psychic, but not every psychic is a medium. Some people are psychic but
Okay.
cannot cross messages or cannot give messages.
Oh, because I mean,
So psychic is the
I'm a,
umbrella.
okay, and it all falls underneath that umbrella,
Yes.
like the different things. Okay.
Yes.
Now let me ask you this:
Mhm.
what do you think about the TikTok tarot card readers that speak to like the collectives? And do you believe those people, or are
I'm
they
so
fake?
skeptical. I'm telling you, I'm a very big skeptic. I mean, I don't believe everybody can do this. And a lot of people have been
Mm-hmm.
telling me, get on TikTok, get on TikTok. And it's just something I haven't really felt a calling to do because there's so
Mm-hmm.
many people that are desperate to hear something. And I think, I mean, I
Yeah.
do my zodiac readings and it falls into that sign of the zodiac. But I
Mm-hmm.
try and tell people, like, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I think when it comes towards TikTok readings, it's so general that I feel like
Yeah.
if you're really in desperation, you can maybe make that message fit for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
somebody would say, "Oh, somebody's wanting their lover back," who doesn't? You know what I mean? If somebody says like,
Exactly.
"Oh, you're crying over an ex," who hasn't? So it's kind of general
Yes.
information. So I
Yeah.
think it just kind of depends, and I think people fall into it, and sometimes people feed into that desperation, and it leads you to get deeper readings with a person, and then it
Mhm.
just doesn't hit for you.
So this morning I was getting ready and I was scrolling through TikTok, and this guy, he always pops up, but I usually just keep on scrolling through. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
But this morning I was like, let me see what he's talking about. Now, the last time I had a reading with you, do you mind me to share like a piece of what you told me?
Go ahead.
Because it made me laugh so fucking hard, and I knew it was true. You got these two chubby girls that are watching you, and they don't want good things to happen for you. I'm like, I know who they are. I call them the dumpling twins. And you told me, you described like the kind of car one of them drove, and I'm like, that's crazy. Okay, so this guy was doing a reading, and it was a collective, and
Right.
as you said, he said, take what resonates with you. and he was saying, there's these two women. And actually, sometimes they have a third that comes in, and sometimes they go out, have drinks and dinner, and they talk about you. And they talk badly about you, and they over exaggerate what they say. And then he goes, but it's because you hurt them. You hurt them with the truth. And every bad thing that they're wishing on you is going back to them. So at the end of his readings, he always does like, he shuffles cards and like, it's the initials of the person, right?
Oh, wow.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Did it hit for you?
It spelled out one of their names.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And then one of the other initials was the other person's name.
Wow.
I was like,
Well, I mean, I definitely feel like it could happen because I mean, I do my live feeds and it's like I call it
yes.
rapid tarot. So it's quick general quick readings. And sometimes I call it getting like hijacked. And I will like there'll be people in my, in the audience watching me and I'll randomly pull a message for somebody that I don't know who they are, but it resonates with somebody.
Right.
I mean, definitely, it could definitely happen. And it just depends on the type of reader they are.
Right.
See,
Well,
it's
I mean,
stuff like
after I
that
read
that's accurate that you can't really dismiss. You know what I mean?
that's what so again, I was talking to my current husband and I was all excited. I'm like, come watch this, come watch this. He's like, what is it? I said, first of all, spirit world, I'm not cheating on Joey. That's my person. That's my boo. That's number one. But I was just want to try to entertain myself. And my husband's like, okay. And I said, look at the letters. I said, it spelled out her name.
Wow.
And he's like, okay. And I was like, and there's the initial of the other person. I said, remember when I told you Joey said about the big bottom girls? And he was like, yeah. He's like, okay, maybe. He's trying not to be a believer.
Yeah.
But I think he's starting to become.
I mean, I definitely believe that, things work in weird ways. And maybe that was just a message that you needed to hear to confirm what you already knew. You know what I mean? I don't think maybe every message will hit for everybody, but obviously that one was for you because that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, and I agree with you that sometimes people are so desperate
Yeah.
or so heartbroken that
Right.
they go on TikTok and this person says something and they just
Right.
one small thing, they're like, that's for me. The whole message is for me. And I'm like, because sometimes I'll look at the comments, I'm like, oh, bless their heart. I'm like, I'm gonna have to pray for this person because
and that's why I think people do need to have a level of skepticism because I think if not, people can prey on you. And I think that's why some people enjoy my readings and others might not because I am very direct. And I've always said I want to tell somebody that if I was on that side of the desk, I'd want to hear the truth. So that's the type of reader I am. I'm very tough love, direct. Hey, you might not want to hear it, but this is what you need to know. And some people like it, some people don't.
And you are very direct.
I am.
But very kind.
Oh, thank you.
Very, I mean, the more I have to remind myself, like, because I'll feel like I was on the phone with a friend, but I was on the phone with a friend who I can trust 100% that they're not going to go tell someone else what I just said.
I'm just super direct. And I mean, I've had those moments like in Ghost, like Molly, you and Danger Girl, that I'll tell the person like, hey, I need to tell you something. Don't get offended, but hey, this is the message.
Yeah, there was one time that you did a reading and you saw something. You were afraid to tell me at first. And I was like, I already know what it is. But I needed to hear you say it. And when you said, I said, I already know. You said, how did you know? I said, I already saw it. I said, I've been seeing it for years.
Right.
And of course I was like, oh, but I'm like, I already know. I bet you're like, that bitch, I need a cigarette after her because she says too much.
You're so funny.
Has there ever been a client who has come in or called and you just refuse? You just refuse them. You're like, there's something off. I can't. Just something you just felt like I shouldn't do this.
I really try not to reject anybody. When you ask me that question, there's only been 2 instances that pop in my head. One of them was, and even though Corpus is a smaller town, I've been lucky enough that I've never had to read. Like, say you come and get a reading with me and your enemy comes to ask about you. It rarely happens.
Ooh.
Yeah, it rarely happens. But because I'm so known in the community for what I do, it has happened. So yes, one of the times that I rejected somebody, it was that. And my customer that had been a client for many years came in and had always struggled with, of course, the baby mama of the man that she was with. And she was always trying to do darker things to her. Well, the woman comes in and I recognized her right away, which is typically why I normally ask for pictures and readings so I can kind of get a feel of the person's energy. And she literally came in wanting to do something bad to my client. So obviously I couldn't spill the beans and say like, oh, hey, she comes to see me too. So I just kind of had to swerve it and kind of just refuse that service. That was
Wow.
one instance. Another one was this woman came and she was just not in the right headspace. And I usually
Okay.
before I give any kind of bad news, I kind of like psychically probe your head to make sure what I'm going to tell you can handle. And I couldn't feel like
Mm-hmm.
she could handle what I was seeing. And I
Oh
did. I had to
wow.
refuse her. And it was
What
actually
was it? What did you tell them was the reason?
well, what I saw with her was, and I'll never forget that reading either, was her daughter was going to commit suicide. And I knew she wasn't going to be able to handle that. And I tried several ways to word it to her, and she just didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to hear it. She was like, no, right now I hate my daughter and I don't want to know about her. And I'm like, no, you need to know what I'm going to tell you. Like, this could change things. And I just felt like she wasn't
Wow.
open. So I just ended the reading. I just told her, you know what? I don't think this is the right time. I don't think I can do this. Here's your money back, maybe another day. And years later, come to find out, it happened. It happened. And she stayed with that regret because she was so angry at the time with her daughter. You know what I mean? So, and it's kind of like,
Mm.
I wish you would have been open to hear what I was going to say because it could have changed things. But since she was refusing to, I couldn't do anything about it. So I've never had somebody come in that I'm saying, hey, like before we even sit down, like, hey, you know what, I can't read you, get out. No, I've never done that. But I
Oh,
have
okay.
cut readings short because I know they couldn't handle what I was going to tell them.
That is really, really something. Okay.
Yeah,
So, since you've always read me, now
right.
it's my turn to be nosy and ask you some personal questions about
Oh,
yourself.
yeah.
Okay. Now, I gave you like a couple that I was going to ask, but there's more. Okay. So,
Tell me.
what is your favorite book?
So I'm not a huge reader, but the one that I'm currently reading is the Let Them theory.
Okay.
Have
What's
you
that
heard of
about?
it? No, Let
Mm-mm.
Them by Mel Robbins.
Mm-mm.
Um, it's kind of like letting people take accountability for themselves, you not taking on that responsibility of having to hold on to their emotions too. A lot of people, it
Okay.
was like a phase. A lot of people tatted on them or had the tattoo "Let Them," but I don't know if anybody ever actually read the book. But it's a really good book, and it's kind of, I guess it would be like a self-help book, I guess, but it's more about
That's
like
why
just
I've never
letting
heard
them.
of it.
You're right. You're so funny. But it's a
Oh,
it's a
because
good book.
no.
It's a good book.
Okay, yeah, I don't read those kind of books. I'm like, take me to another world. Take me to Hogwarts. Where are we going?
Oh,
Give me
you're
a
so funny.
broomstick. I don't want anything mature.
You're
So,
so funny.
okay. What is your current favorite TV show and what is your all-time favorite TV show?
When I'm watching Beauty in Black, and that's
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
love it.
mm-hmm.
I have a lot of series that I like to watch. My all-time what favorite movie or series or
Series. Then we'll go to movies.
okay series. I think my all-time, of course, was Charmed. I
Okay.
loved the
Okay.
series, so it
Okay.
was just my all-time favorite that I can rewatch 1,000 times and be good with.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Everyone loved Charm. I watch Charm
Yes,
every Saturday night. It comes on this channel. It comes on this channel, and I watch it because Ghost Whisperer will come on after
that's
they
so
do
funny.
like 5 episodes of Charm. Okay. What is your current favorite movie and what's your all-time favorite movie?
Well, fun fact. I want to say Ghost Whisperer was based off of an actual medium's life.
Oh, really?
You might have to look into that. I might be wrong, but I know it's either
Okay.
Medium, either the TV
No,
series
it's
Medium or
medium.
Ghost
That
Whisperer.
one is.
Okay, okay,
It's medium. Yes. Uh-huh.
or
She
maybe
was a real
Ghost
person.
Whisperer. No, Ghost Whisperer it might be produced by an actual medium. I want to say you might have to look into that, but I want to say
Okay.
both of those shows had something to do with mediums. All-time
Okay.
favorite movie would be
Mm-hmm.
Practical Magic. Um,
Of course.
yes, it was an awesome movie.
They're doing a part two. It's
I
coming
know,
out.
and I hope it's not a disappointment. I hope it's not a disappointment.
Well, Sandra Bullock is my favorite actress,
She's
and she
beautiful.
usually does not do too. I mean, she's had some bad ones,
I
but
just hope it doesn't
I'll make a
sway
good
too
movie back.
far from the storyline. But we'll
I have
see.
not heard what the storyline is going to be for part two.
I think what I've read, it's going to be about the girls, the daughters.
The daughters.
hmm
Oh, okay,
Because
okay.
it's actually based off of a book by Alice something. It's called like Practical Magic. Like there's like a little series of books that
Oh,
it's
really?
based off of. Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite food?
Sushi.
Really?
Oh my! Do you not like sushi?
I had weight loss surgery, so I can't do rice all that much. And
Mm.
now that I'm like 50s whispering in my ear, I can't do the raw meat anymore. It just
Oh
makes me
my
queasy.
gosh. How
Yeah.
weird is I love sushi. All-time favorite food. Sushi or Thai?
Well, you and my husband would get along quite well because
I
those are
love
some of his
sushi.
favorite foods right there. Okay, what is your favorite dessert?
Hmm. That's a hard one.
Hmm.
Depends what I'm
You
craving at the moment.
you can't say dark chocolate. I'm spoken for, Joey.
Oh, that is
Can't.
my favorite chocolate though, dark chocolate.
And I hate dark chocolate.
Really? Oh, I love it. The more bitter, the better.
Okay, so let me ask you, like, let's say you're having your favorite dessert. Who is the one person you would share your favorite dessert with? Like, this is like you don't share this with anyone, but you make an exception for one person.
My family, my mom.
Okay. Your mom? Okay.
She's
If
definitely a huge decompressor. Like whenever I've had a really
is
tough
she
week of readings, yes, I'll be like, hey, let's go have dinner, and I'll just vent.
really? I mean,
Hmm.
but that's so great that you because again, I have to refer back to movies because I just don't know that many tarot card readers. They're like their families disown them and
Oh
they
yeah.
don't want to hear about it, they don't want to talk about it, things like that. I remember one time I went to my first tarot card reader. I was pregnant with my daughter,
Hmm.
and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna have a boy." You don't know how bad I wanted to take that girl dressed in all pink and just put her in front of the window. Here's the boy.
Oh, that
Yeah,
is so
but
funny.
back then they only charged like $5.
Right.
If you could, yeah, go like, girl, I should have gave you three. If you could read any celebrity's tarot cards, who would it be?
Oh, that's so I wouldn't want to necessarily read their tarot cards. I would want to
Okay.
channel for them. And
Oh,
I think it
okay.
would be I think it would be Chris Bettis to channel Selena.
Oh,
Yes.
you
I've
think he
always
still
wanted
needs
to.
that?
Do I think what?
Do you think he needs that? Like, do you think he needs to
Oh,
hear from
definitely.
Selena?
Oh, definitely.
Really? After all
Hmm.
these years?
Hmm.
Hmm. There
Hmm.
is something in his eyes when you see him that they're still sad.
Yeah, there's a sadness that still lingers.
Wow. Okay.
And the funny
Tell
thing is the
everyone. I'm
apartments
sorry.
the apartments I live in are literally
Mhm.
right in front of where Selena's buried.
So I've only been to Corpus once. I went for my brother's fiance's family is from Corpus,
Mm, okay.
and we went for a baby shower. But I'm like,
Hmm.
well, we got to go a little bit early because I gotta go by Joey's shop to see if I could get a reading real quick. But I didn't know it didn't work like that. They're like, Joey's not here. Oh, okay, okay. There's nothing in Corpus. What do y'all do for fun in Corpus?
I travel. I travel.
I bet you do.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I want to thank you. I
You're
don't
welcome.
know if I've ever expressed just how important you have been to my life. I
Oh,
have to
thank
get a
you.
shout out to my friend Missy because she told me all about you. She's like, you need to contact Joey. So Missy, there's your shout out.
Oh, I love
Um,
her.
she's crazy. Um, you've been so great in my life, and just I mean, like I pray all the time, but sometimes I just get in my head. I see a therapist, but
Yes.
sometimes I just need that little extra
Yeah, yeah.
guidance, and you have truly been so just beneficial in my life, and I cannot thank you enough.
Oh, thank you so much.
I want for you to tell everyone where you work, how they can find you, how they can book a reading over the phone, in person, and anything else, how they can follow you on social media, and anything else you want them to know.
So I work at my shop here in Corpus. It's called RJ's Mystics. You can Google it. You can
Mhm.
also follow me on Facebook, which is also RJ's Mystics. I don't have a huge TikTok following yet. I'm trying to break through that, but haven't been called to it. But if people that have Snapchat, I'm under Joey, initials DLG03. Every morning I post like a tarot of the day.
Yep.
And it's just like a little general reading for whoever it hits for. So they can follow me
Mhm.
on that. And I only work by appointments to do readings. Usually it's best to call maybe a
Mhm.
day or two ahead of time just to make sure I'm available. But yeah, they can feel free to contact the shop, to do TikTok, to do Facebook, and I try and get to all my messages and try and message everybody back as much as I can.
I'm just gonna tell you, you're so good. You could charge way more than what you charge. Because
I've
when people
heard
ask me
that.
how much you charge, they're like, "What?" I said, "I know." So okay, let's say you start charging like $1,000 a reading. That's not for me. I'm grandfathered in, so I keep the
Yes,
same price
yes.
charge now.
You'll always get the discount. But, you know, the funny thing is,
Like,
my mom is the one that set my prices. When I first started reading, she set how
really,
much to charge. And when I came back, I circled back and I told her, like, hey, I think I'm a little bit too cheap. What should I charge now? She's always been the one to tell me what to charge. But I honestly, even if
really.
I were to become famous, I don't think I would ever change what I charge. I'm comfortable with it.
Mhm.
Um, and I try and do the best I can. And a lot of people have told me like, oh, you should charge different when you're channeling for somebody. And I don't think I can do that because I think whatever comes into my mind is what I need to say. So I've never been one to be able to set a time limit or you only get 20 minutes with me. You get as long as
Right.
you need. Readings can range from 10 minutes to an hour. It just kind of depends what I need to tell you.
And I can say firsthand because I had a reading that I know it ran extra, but you knew I wasn't ready to get off the phone. You're
Yeah,
like,
and I just I
yeah,
have to. I have to continue. And so I feel like, you know what? The person's good.
yeah, we did not get off the phone until I was just stabilized, because I was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
high emotions, just like I was almost frantic that day. And
yeah.
I was like, I know we only have like such and such a time. You're like, no, you're like, let's keep talking. Like, and then you
Yeah,
were like, text
no.
me. If you need me, text me. And I'm just like, oh,
Yes.
but yeah, everything he's saying is 100% true. I
Thank
mean,
you.
what you do is actually just priceless, what you do for people. And
Oh, thank you. Thank
I
you.
I hope that you have people in your life that give you what you give to so many others.
I do. I have an amazing support system of family and friends. I really do.
Okay. All right. So you've got all of his information. Follow him everywhere you can
Thank
follow
you.
him. Yes, every day he does post a tarot. Sometimes I feel like he be yelling at me. I'm like, why was that let's go with the end so strong? I'm like, is he talking to me? I was like,
You'll be
he said that with his chest.
surprised. You'll be surprised so many people tell me that. Like, oh my God, this was for me. It's so crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I feel like he was talking to me because that's
I
exactly
love
what I
it.
needed to hear today. So, okay. Thank you so much, Joey.
You're
Have a good
welcome.
one.
You're welcome. You
Okay.
too.
It's the Libra Lounge. The Libra Lounge. Ooh.